I gotta be honest, not long ago I knew next to nothing about Marbella as a vacation destination. I knew it was in southern Spain, and I knew it was on the coast, but that's about it. So when I arrived at the nearby Malaga train station from an incredible night in Madrid, I'd be meeting Borja Rodriguez, a native of the area and one of the most forward-thinking vacation rental professionals in Spain. I was pretty intent on letting Borja tell me exactly what to do, but in the end, he'd teach me much more than that.
So, welcome. We are going to our beautiful penthouse. You know, the apartment, like, it's pretty nice, but the best thing by far you will see like the views. Like there is well, you can see some of the views here. So that is all the coast of Malaga, Old Town.
Wow.
So you can see many villages in a row. And as you know, like in a clear day, you can see Morocco as well. So you can see Africa.
We met at the vacation rental where I'd be staying, one of about 70 properties that Borja's company, Vacation Marbella, manages. The rental complex was located about 100 meters from the Mediterranean Sea.
Wow.
This is a showstopper of the apartment.
This is a showstopper.
Yeah. Happy you like it.
Wow.
Nice. You know, it's such a peaceful place.
So this is a main tourist area?
Yeah.
Or primary residential?
Yeah, you know, tourist area. A lot of, you know, like tourists come over, especially in summertime. We have the marina, is probably the most famous seascape marina in Spain.
Right here.
It's called Puerto Banús, just 100 meters away.
Amazing. And we got a grill.
Yeah. So you can enjoy, you know.
And I could do my laps out here?
Yeah.
Can you just go out and swim?
Yeah, 100%.
This is beautiful, my friend.
Yeah, you like it?
How long have you had this vacation rental?
Actually, we signed this property last month.
Wow.
So we just renovated. Everything is brand new.
Show me around. I'm curious. It looks amazing.
Actually, you're gonna be our first guest.
Woohoo!
What was totally unexpected about my vacation rental for the next few days was the level of standards and the business savvy that Borja injects into pretty much everything that he does. The term vacation rental can mean a lot of things, but at the very core, it's a movement unlocking a whole new way to travel. For years, I've immersed myself in the community of people leading this movement, and I'd like to share with you their stories as we rediscover hospitality on a whole new level. My name's Matt Landau, and this is A Sense of Place.
You left a job, a really nice paying job in finance, and you are now running a vacation rental business by the beach. How do you transition into that? What's the story here?
Well, the story was, you know, like I didn't see myself as a banker, I would say, for, you know, the next 10, 15 years. So I was asking myself, you know, who I want to be in 5, 10 years.
Okay.
So definitely a private banker was not an option.
Okay.
So I thought, like, hey, I want to set up my own business. You know, I want to be my own boss.
In a lot of ways, Borja represents a much greater trend of professionals in one industry leaving their well-paid jobs to get involved in the vacation rental movement full-time. These people are finding the landscape of the profession they thought they'd do forever changing in front of their very eyes, and therefore are encouraged to venture out and explore new, often entrepreneurial lines of work. The vacation rental industry is such a good fit because nobody's been formally trained, and pretty much everybody got started accidentally. And this opens up the door wide for opportunity and cross-pollination.
I have a few friends, like, they were doing the same business in California when I studied there.
Yeah.
And I saw the business model and it was working for them. So I thought, like, hey, you know, it could be like a great business in Spain because we have everything. We have good food, we have nice weather, we have Marbella, which is a really well-known place. Actually, I found your inner circle as well.
I love how you keep plugging the inner circle.
No, it's true.
In meeting the various friends and family and colleagues who revolve around him, I got the sense that Borja's adventuresome instincts seemed to be rubbing off.
Bueno, ahí voy. Aquí, porque tengo a los americanos aquí, si no estaría en la cama acostado tomando medicina.
Los Americanos, you're calling us now?
The Americans.
One such person who's followed Borja's move into vacation rentals is Nandi, the go-to maintenance man at Vacation Marbella. You quickly discover that he's a really special guy. He's also a really big guy, with an equally large smile. Nandy mentioned to me that he was working on a side business, breeding chihuahuas. So, of course, I asked if I could visit.
Gracias por invitarnos. Cuando yo conocí a él hace unos días, dije, vamos a ver los chihuahuas. Yo pienso que él no me creyó.
No, sí, yo te dije, cuando quieras, aquí estamos en casa.
Muy amable y muchos perros tan lindos.
No lo cojas así.
No queremos quitarle ninguna cabeza.
And during our short time together, Nandy made it really clear to me, without even actually saying it, how much of an influence Borja has on his life. From helping him financially through hard times, to being flexible with work schedules and general life advice, I began to conclude that Borja was like Nandy's big brother.
Esta duerme conmigo en mi cama. Es la única que duerme en mi cama.
Exercise is a really important way for me to get started each morning. I love venturing out on a long run or swim or bike ride to clear my head and let some of the ideas I've been sleeping on percolate. More importantly, when traveling, I think exercise allows you to see the different sides of a community. And I got a quick tip from a resident of Borja's vacation rental complex about a scenic jog along the coast, followed by a beautiful ocean swim. My morning routines in Marbella became a chance not just to take in what a robust tourism destination this really is, but also to see the multiple hats that a destination can wear, depending on who you stay with.
You grew up with Borja?
I did, we did.
What was he like as a kid?
Well, the same as now.
The same as now, just a little bit shorter.
He hasn't changed much.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, well, I'll show you from there, it's very nice.
Marbella is one of Europe's premier golf destinations. You can play golf at pretty much any budget really well at any time of the year in Marbella. So when Borja mentioned to me that his best friend from childhood, Julian, was the manager at Los Naranjos, one of the most fabled courses in town, I couldn't help but hit the links. Now, here's when I clearly state that I am not good at golf.
I'm officially relieved because sometimes on the first hole, you know, on my first shot, I'll either injure someone,
okay,
or just completely miss.
Okay, so
that was good.
You have improved your average.
Here's where I also mentioned that Julian is basically semi-pro, but as I've learned from the vacation rental industry, David actually can compete with Goliath, so long as David changes the terms of the playing field and refuses to match Goliath's strengths one for one. As such, my strategy against Julian going in was not to try and hit any smashing drives or sexy chips, rather just hit the ball low and straight and try to take Julian off his game by asking intrusive questions about his childhood with Borja. Things like, what's the most embarrassing Borja story you can share with me? And how would your girlfriend describe Borja in one word?
How often do you play? Like every day?
Nah, I wish.
I actually heard about some of your golf etiquette when you were younger.
Yeah.
Was a little bit
horrible, messed up.
Horrible, and look at you now.
I have a very horrible character.
And the other option is what?
The other option is just playing down there, trying to get approach and putt and get a par.
I like that option.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of want to see the first option. What were you doing, like throwing clubs?
Very bad temper, yeah. You're not in the right place, definitely.
I threw Julian off to the point that with one hole to go, we were actually tied.
Ah!
What hole is this? What number is this?
This is hole number 10.
Okay.
And
it's beautiful.
Yeah, you have a dog leg to the right.
Okay.
The bunker is around, it's not that far. It's only, you can cross if you go over 200 meters, not yards.
I'm really like, that's a little bit of advanced advice for me. My goal will be to kind of hit it just roughly straight. On the fairway.
Okay.
It went straight. Way better than I was expecting.
It went straight.
It went straight.
Despite my better efforts, in the end, Goliath did beat David by one stroke. But my time with Julian was well worth the loss.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you for coming.
No, it's so nice to have.
It's nice to have nice people in a nice place.
What's going on there?
I don't know. Yeah, something traditional. Be careful.
Another great experience that veered off the glitzy strip of downtown Marbella was a visit to the historic town of Ronda. Ronda happened to be hosting a special festival in which everyone dressed up in traditional outfits, and it felt right out of a movie set.
¿Cómo se llama?
Tío Pepe.
Vino.
Vino fino.
Okay, vino fino. Excelente.
I
Gracias.
get to try some incredible dishes, including this little head of gem lettuce, which was like a salad to go.
Gracias.
Wandering in and out of the action, I got that special travel feeling that a knowledgeable local is kind of leading the way.
Adiós. Gracias. Muchas gracias.
Before heading home, Borja and I wandered down a gravel path to one of the most stunning, albeit closed for the day, wineries that I have ever visited. The owner popped out from what appeared to be his day-off siesta, and then invited us down for a few glasses of wine and some privately grilled lamb.
This vino is limited edition también.
Bueno, vamos a ver. La bodega es limited edition porque hacemos 30.000 botellas, cuando de pronto los vinos que tomáis vosotros son vinos de millón de botellas, 1 millón, 2 millones.
Hey, muchísimas gracias por invitarnos.
Here were two architects by trade who eventually decided life's too short not to live out their dreams and create a world-class wine vineyard.
Ya hace tiempo que borré la barrera entre arquitectura, vino, vida privada. Yo me la paso bien.
Eso es lo importante, ser feliz.
Claro, viene esto. Mira, yo tengo a mi mujer y mi hija abajo. Yo vivo ahí abajo y trabajo aquí. O sea, yo estoy en casa.
All their production is of extremely high caliber and really limited quantity. And by the time we left, the two vineyard owners would be lined up to host Borja's vacation rental guests for private events. It was clear that the business dealings were wired and firing. Once a connection's wired and fired for Borja, it's typically handed over to Maria, Borja's right-hand gal. Now, because meeting Maria was my first formal introduction in Spain in many years, I totally botched the hello kiss. It was really awkward, but that's okay because Maria was very elegant about it. She lives in Malaga, the old city, which is about 40 minutes from Marbella, and I feel like she should be its official tourism ambassador. Maria chose the old city because of work, but also because it's reasonable cost of living. I saw incredibly nice apartments for around $750 a month. As we zigzagged through the streets, popping into storefronts for organic ice cream and these life-changing almonds, Maria added yet another textured layer to help me understand what this region's all about.
Here there is a beautiful story that all the old women in Malaga used to come here when they want something special. They want to.
Shop?
No.
Oh, this place?
The I don't know how. Iglesia. How do we?
Church.
The church.
Yeah. When they want something, they would come and
Yes, they come there and they say, the people say, that if you go there, you are going to receive your deseos a la realidad. Exactly.
Your
wish.
will become a reality.
Exactly.
And?
Okay.
Did it work?
I don't know. I tried once and it worked.
I came to understand that Borja doesn't just do things right, he does the right things. This is the difference between managers and leaders. And through Maria, I gleaned that Borja seems to be both.
I used to come here with my child, with his motorbike, and he just ran away, and I'm quiet, and I just walk, and I'm safe. I love this place. That is my Malaga.
A young mother living in a town that's not her own, she mentioned she also loved bringing her son, Mateo, to this funky little beach promenade. So we wandered over for a sunset gin and tonic where, of course, Maria knew everybody.
And that is very typical from Malaga. I don't know if you have just seen in Marbella, but the Malagueño fish is sardina. It's the small one, okay? And they put it on en un palo.
Yeah, on a little stick.
On a stick, exactly. And it burns on the barbecue.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And it's delicious.
Cool.
When traveling to a vacation rental, I always like to ask the host where to eat. And if I'm feeling annoyingly specific, I'll ask exactly what dishes I should order from the menu. This filter helps to avoid the tourist traps, and it often helps to support the small businesses that my vacation rental host deems important. Borja's lived almost his entire life in the area, so he recommended this one particular chiringuito, a little beachfront seafood restaurant where we ordered gazpacho, paella, shrimp salad, and what the waiter proudly referred to as the first place grilled sardines in the entire region. And we got the last 2 plates of the day. The food in Marbella was inimitable, and knowing that my selections were endorsed by a local meant avoiding all the restaurant roulette that most tourists have to play. On my last night in Marbella, I wanted to make sure that my new friends had a chance to come over and enjoy the connective properties of this amazing new vacation rental movement. I accepted the locals' challenge to make paella, and it came out great, although a little bit too crispy on the bottom.
De gambas.
Tiene muy buena pinta.
And I was totally humbled to have Borja's mom come and share some of her own recipes. I learned about her burgeoning flower business. Marta is certainly where Borja gets his entrepreneurial game.
Tenemos alegría, que se va a caer vino.
Al cámara.
Tenemos que dar gracias por todo lo que tenemos.
Tienes suerte, ¿verdad?
Joder, mírame, si tienes suerte.
Eso diría yo al revés.
¿Quién tiene suerte? ¿Él o ella?
Exactamente. A ver, niños, ¿quién tiene suerte?
We all drank wine from the surprise vineyard. We talked chihuahuas and financial independence. I even met Santi, Borja's business partner, who reaffirmed my observation that Borja really does surround himself with amazing people. In only 5 days, Borja and his contacts helped me experience a version of Marbella that would have been previously reserved for those in the know, but it's now increasingly accessible by travelers who opt for the right professionally managed vacation rental. It was more than a VIP crash course on Marbella for me. It was a poignant reminder that good business is built on good people. As the vacation rental industry surges ahead and more successful professionals leave behind their careers to do it full time, Vacation Marbella is that reminder of how it can all result in a new, more textured version of success. First who, then what. This struck me as a new, albeit somehow timeless way to work and to live. On my last day in Marbella, I felt compelled to leave Borja with a small token of my appreciation. Noticing how much he loved and supported Nandi, but also how unsustainable their relationship could get, I got in touch with one of Marbella's best personal finance tutors, someone who could help establish better practices that could help both Nandi and Borja in the long haul.